Do you guys see what this is? Our test accounts are officially back. Yes. Now, these aren't the dev builds that we had before where they were able to send us early characters. They're actually in the live game, just pulled off of public servers, and we've got the resources we need to test stuff out for you guys. You can see here we've got most of the characters, but there's a lot of characters I haven't geared up yet or activated yet. And so this isn't full up and running yet, but very good step in the right direction, and I'm really happy, especially in light of Grand Arena 3v3, that we'll be able to test some of those things out again for you. That said, we still have a lot of testing to do for Grand Arena 3 versus 3. We haven't quite started yet. By the time this video is going live, you guys are going to be just getting ready for your first attack phase. What do you take against what, and what is the attack strategy going to be? In this video, I'm going to give you 11 3 versus 3 battles that my buddy and NVR12 and his shard mates recorded. Huge thanks to these guys, by the way. They probably spent a good amount of crystals to do this testing for us, and so I am very grateful to them for that. And we've got lots of different team compositions here that we're going to break down and look at, and so let's get started. All right, so the first team here is going to be against the Triumvirate. We're going to use Thrawn, Magma Trooper, and Death Trooper. Now, mods are going to be important on this. You want your Magma Trooper to have plenty of tenacity, and the reason for this is going to be his unique ability, which gives him 30% tenacity and then 70% turn meter gain whenever he resists a detrimental effect. And so combine that with, assuming the Nihilus has a Zeta, that is going to basically be able to, you can see in this battle, he is going to gain a lot of extra turns, and so it really helps keep this team going so you can oust the Triumvirate. Obviously, you want to keep Nihilus slowed down. In 3v3, I actually don't think Nihilus is going to be as big of a threat. Not so much because he can't do Annihilate, but because it's going to take him longer to get to Annihilate. Now, don't ignore him. Still fracture him. You can see here that he is fracturing the Nihilus over there. Keep him slowed down. But when he is able to do his Force Drain, he only has 3 characters to draw from in the 3v3. And so I don't think it will be quite as threatening per se. That said, you can see here this works very well. It's amazing to see how many times Magma Trooper is going to attack. And Atreya is almost out of the battle. They just took Thrawn out. It's looking a bit dicey. This is not a sure victory if your mods aren't there. Oh, they got to get Atreya out. Oh, so close. There we go. Atreya's out of the battle. And that'll make it easier. That you'll be able to take advantage of Death Mark now. Looks like he already used a special, but this is kind of like the Ewok event for C-3PO. You just kind of paper cut him to death. You're not going to be able to do tons of damage with this team, but you control the turn meter with Magma Trooper and just paper cut to death. We're going to take Rebels against Revan. You got Commander Luke Skywalker, Han, and Chewie here, and this team can actually make very quick work of the Revan team. You can see here they already almost got Yoda out of there. And again, apologize about the notifications. These guys didn't put their phones on Do Not Disturb when recording. I don't know if they knew that they were going to be used in these videos at the time. But all right, so he's going to go for, let's see. He's debating between Jolie and between Yoda. He's going for Jolie. Now, something that makes this team so effective against Revan, and just effective in general, anytime anybody does anything, Chewie is attacking, which is just super valuable because of how much DPS is involved there. Boom, they got Jolie out of the battle here. It's not even a minute in. Every time Han attacks, Chewie attacks. CLS attacks, Chewie attacks. And you can see they got Yoda out. It is just down to Revan. And so this, to me, I'm going to label this a hard counter to the Revan triumvirate of Jolie and Yoda. Actually makes me wonder if you even want to bring Jolie in. Now, I actually think that the Commander Luke Skywalker team is going to be great on defense. And look at this. We got Rey Jedi training BB-8 and C-3PO going against them right now. He's going to do his best to keep confused on everybody and get Chewie out as soon as possible. Now, this team is solid, the Rey Jedi training team, and they're going to struggle against this team. In fact, this will end up being a win. But look, BB-8 is taken out early in the battle, in the first minute, and so you only have one character now who can deal damage. and that's C-3PO, and you're not able to get to Illuminated Destiny. And so it's, you can see they got Chewie out of the battle. But it's barely going to be a win. Try to keep turn meter off of Han as part of the strategy here, and he's not attacking Han because Han's counter is going to just be detrimental, and he just cannot, he simply cannot afford to lose Rey Jedi training. So keeping the confuse on Han, and then going for C-3PO, or C-3PO, going for Commander Luke Skywalker is going to get it. But look at this, down in the yellow, look how he's so nervous to attack right now. Please do not die. And he avoided the counter and got the win. Now, Night Sisters are an inevitable part of any defense, I think, that you're probably going to be seeing, and a lot of people are looking at splitting up Talzin and Asajj. I know that's definitely my plan. You can see here, he's taking Jango lead against the Asajj lead, and look at how fast he's able to slice through this team. Zombie's an issue, but when you take, you don't have Talzin lead to worry about here. You're just going to need to take out the first two, and then it's just a matter of getting Zombie out of there. Not much of an issue. Now, Night Sisters are also going to be able to be utilized on offense. You can see here, First Order is an inevitable part of most defensive plans, and man, as soon as Crew gets that taunt up there and that protection regain, it could just be really tough to burn through. But look at this, he's actually utilizing Spirit on offense with Talzin, and it looks like his battery is low. Who else just checked their low battery? And you can see here, his Spirit's only gear 9, gear 12, Zeta, Asajj, and obviously I skipped ahead a little bit in the battle because it did go a little bit long, but they're able to get through Crew here. It takes just a little bit. I think it's funny here, he's down into the red, but it's still going to take a little bit. That protection and health regain is just so annoying against Crew. I mean, this is just he could hit auto here and be fine, but there we go, there's the win. Speaking of, we got Night Sisters on defense again. Let's use Troopers against Asajj lead. This is going to be super effective. Stark is going to be a great part of this team, and you could probably sub in Death Trooper here and be okay, but Range Trooper is definitely ideal. I just know some of you don't have, I don't have Range Trooper. I'm always using Death Trooper myself, and he is going to just slice through this team. Stark is going to keep the turn meter going. Very easy win for this Trooper team. Bounty Hunters are also going to be on defense, and he is going to take Bastila lead with the 2 Yodas against the Bounty Hunters. This team is very survivable, and I think part of this battle here, a lot of you are going to have, if you've got Jedi, they're going to be modded pretty well. They'll probably have a mod advantage over most Bounty Hunter teams. You're going to want to check the turn meter here, because on this battle, he was able to take Boba out before Bosk was able to get his taunt up. And so Bastila's leadership is definitely going to help with that, but definitely check the mods, check the turn meter, make sure you're going to be able to pull that off. But look, this team is lightning quick and able to win fast. All right, we've got Palpatine, Thrawn, or Palpatine, Tarkin, and Vader against a Rebel team here. Now, this is an interesting Rebel team to put on defense. Old Ben lead with Leia and R2-D2. Based on the team that he takes against them, he's able to win pretty quickly, but notice the protection. They were not able to stay very healthy, and that might be a big part of defensive plans, is just finding teams that are going to take health and protection off characters, not necessarily win, so they lose the banners. Rex, Wampa, and General Kenobi is definitely a defensive team I'm a fan of, and you've got just Wampa in general. You're going to want to have him on defense, I think, because of that counter chance, just because of what I said before. But same team that we've seen earlier, Rey Jedi training with C-3PO and BB-8. Look at the expose action. General Kenobi obviously able to kind of help mitigate that with his cleanse, but it doesn't matter. The DPS here is going to help slice through this team, and this is a pretty hard counter. I mean, look at this. Rey's still full protection, C-3PO's full protection, just BB-8 lost a little bit. And then I love this one right here. Let's see, we've got Jyn Erso with Chase. And this, to me, feels like a great defensive team. But look at this. We're going to take just Kylo Ren against this team. And it's going to work. Now, this takes a long time. Obviously, he's able to take Jyn out first. And I'm going to skip ahead in the footage here in just a second, because he just chips away at Baze and Chirrut forever. There we go. We skipped ahead. We cut 2 minutes out of that battle. And it's going to be a matter of trying to apply healing immunity and leaving it there long enough before Chirrut cleanses it. And so I would personally be a bit nervous of doing this myself, but it ends up working for him and only one character. General Kenobi, Barris, and Fives is probably going to be a go-to defensive team as well. Now, one reason I love this team that I've already mentioned is Fives have so much counter chance. He's going to be taking a lot of protection off you guys. Now, this team has very little DPS. This team is literally just there to annoy you. But this team that he takes against it, the Django team, is actually going to struggle against it. But he does get the win. All right, my friends, I hope this video was helpful to give you guys some idea of what to expect going into 3v3. Something I recommend all of you do. Record your battles. Look at the footage. Digest what went right, what went wrong as you go through this. A lot of this is still going to be gray area for us. Even with this footage, we saw 11 different compositions, 11 different teams that worked, but we still have a lot of other compositions we're going to have to figure out. Good luck with your battles today, my friends. If you did like the video, please subscribe to the channel, give it a thumbs up, and leave a comment below on what some of your thoughts are. And as always, my brothers, don't forget
my dead body. Sorry about the mess.